everyone, welcome back to Moms That Matter. I cannot believe it. We have made it to the final season of season 1. And so it feels like just yesterday we launched this podcast with a dream to reach moms across Indiana. And now we've reached some moms in other countries, which is really fun and exciting to see. So like and subscribe, and we will show you on to season 2 in January. But for today, this season, we've shared some amazing stories from moms juggling business, motherhood, and to those rediscovering who they are beyond the title of mom. So each guest, each conversation has reminded me why Moms That Matter was created in the first place. And that's to connect, inspire, and remind women that we're never truly alone. And as we close out 2025, I'm excited to share what's coming up in the next year of 2026. And it is going to be a big year. So one of the projects closest to my heart for 2026 is the Moms That Matter care packages for parents, not just for moms. Those are going to be for parents. We're partnering with local and state organizations to reach moms and dads who could use a reminder that someone cares. So moms will be the ones putting the packages together, and that's why we call them Moms That Matter care packages. Whether they're in foster care network, women's shelters, or just going through a tough time, I carry a couple of these with me when I do lifting around town, and so I'll hand them out to a mom if I hear a story and I feel like she is in need of some self-care. So our goal is to create and deliver 150 of these boxes by August, right before I head to the Mrs. Captivating Nationals in 2026. And each care package will be filled with essentials, encouragement, and a handwritten note of hope. Something to remind the parents that they're seen, they're valued, and they're loved. So if you're listening and thinking, I want to help with that, there will be ways to donate, sponsor, or to volunteer to help put these boxes together throughout the year. So every little bit helps us reach another family. Now, one thing that's been on my heart lately is connecting more intentionally with foster care homes, women's shelters, and especially moms that feel alone. So, you know, those moms who might be listening right now, feeling like they're barely hanging on. I've been there, so I know how that feels. And there was a time in my life where I felt like everything was falling apart. I was the single mom with 2 toddlers. I was working 2 to 3 jobs. I was battling depression and anxiety, and I felt like I was literally drowning. So, like, I had to be everything and everyone, and there was nothing left. So those are the kind of moms and parents that we are looking to reach. I don't share this lightly, but it's important to me that you know you're not alone in those feelings. There were days I didn't think I could do it, where just getting out of bed was pretty rough and felt impossible for me. Somewhere in all of that darkness, I had found a light again through my faith after going through separation, kind of from my ex-husband, and going through a really difficult marriage. And God met me in my brokenness in those moments, and He reminded me that I was still loved, chosen, and that my story was not over yet. And that's the reality where Moms That Matter was born. Looking back on those moments and those memories from a place of pain that ended up turning into purpose a few years later. And so one of the biggest lessons I've learned through the journey is that giving back matters. And giving back to your community isn't just about helping others, it's about healing too. And so every time I serve, I volunteer, or I give to someone who's struggling, I'm reminded of where I've been and how far I've come. And I hope that encourages the person that they can also overcome it and achieve things that they probably never thought was possible. So now I give back however I can. And through Moms That Matters, through partnerships, through care packages, through simply just showing up in the community for people. This is where my pain becomes my purpose. And when you pour into others, even from your scars, something beautiful begins to happen that you see, and your story becomes hope for someone else's healing. So as we move into 2026, the mission remains the same. So to reach, support, and empower moms, and now we're expanding. So we're gonna reach and empower and support those parents. And so we're building more partnerships, growing our network across Indiana, and finding new ways to serve the communities that need it most. So from our upcoming care packages to connecting with foster care families, and then to bringing resources to women's shelters, Moms That Matter is stepping into a brand new chapter in 2026, and I'm really excited to have you along the way. So to every mom listening right now, whether you're thriving, surviving, or somewhere in between, just want you to know that you are not forgotten. You are doing better than you think, probably, and your story is still being written. So don't give up. Why? There's always a better ending to our stories than we can ever imagine, and we just have to keep putting into them. So you matter, your heart matters, and this community exists because of you. And that's a wrap for season 1 of Moms That Matter. We'll be back in January 2026 with season 2. I can't wait to share the stories, the guests that we have lined up, and the opportunities that are already lined up. So until then, keep showing up for yourself, keep believing in your worth, and remember, when moms support moms, amazing things happen. And thank you for being a part of this journey with me. I can't wait to see what 2026 brings for all of us. I'm Faye, and this has been Moms That Matter. See you next season.